find out what the 2 C's are. Stay tuned. Hey, this is Damon Cart from NLP Gym, bringing you cutting-edge Neuro Linguistic Programming tools and techniques to help you create the life that you desire. So if that sounds good to you, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. 2 things that will lead you to success every single time is clarity and consistency. Those are the 2 C's, clarity and consistency. Let's start with clarity first. You have to be clear about what it is that you want in order to pursue it. Now, I know that sounds really simple and that's like no news to you, but it's amazing to me how unclear people can be about what's motivating them, what's driving them, or about what it really is that they want. And a lot of times what happens is that people are, what they want is really clouded by what they've been told that they should want, or what their society or their cultural pressure or societal pressure is telling them that they should have. I was just talking to a guy in Los Angeles, and I used to live there, and I was telling him, I know what the pressures are for driving a nice car in LA. Driving a nice car in LA, other people will treat you differently than if you're driving a not so nice car. So we get clouded by other pressure about what it is that we want. So a lot of people aren't very clear about what they want, especially the deeper values about what's really driving them and what's really motivating them. Most people are completely unconscious about this. Believe me, this used to really frustrate me because I would try to think this all out. I didn't want to make any mistakes. I was really risk averse. I didn't want to try anything that didn't work out. But that's the thing. That's what you actually have to do. You can't think this all the way through. Thinking can help you. It's a start. You have to think some things through before you act. But it's going to take you acting, taking action, and trying things that aren't going to work. Or you have to try them to know that that's not what you want. So taking action, failing, doing things that don't work out, which is really frustrating and it can be painful at times. But when you're really connected to the deeper values of what it is that you're after, what it is that you want, this becomes a lot easier. This is not as difficult as it seems because you're staying connected to those values. You're not getting caught up in the failure. You're not getting caught up in the thing that doesn't work. It's absolutely worth it too, because the more you do this, and it's an ongoing process, it never ends. You're always going to be finding out more and more, or getting more and more clear about what it is that you want, the more actions that you take. And what you want will evolve, which is a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing. The more actions you take, the more you will get what you want, the more you will realize when you take a wrong turn, you just have to go the opposite direction, which is usually the right turn. You have to take the wrong turns first in order to learn how to take the right turns, or to know what the right turns are. And as you're doing that, it is an extremely fulfilling process of moving closer and closer and progressing toward what it is that you value. So take those actions, get out there, try things that might fail, but get out there and do it, and you will get much more clear about what it is that you want. It's not going to happen in your head. It's not going to happen by you thinking it all through. You can think through a lot, but nothing can take the place of action. Nothing can take the place of experience in trying things. So if you think you're 100% sure about what it is that you want and you haven't even tried it yet, you're probably setting yourself up for disappointment. So relax that, think through, come up with a lot of ideas, and then start trying them. And if you want more help with this, a good NLP exercise for doing this is something called the well-formed outcome. It's a way of getting very clear about what it is that you want and how to remove any obstacles to getting what it is that you want. And also a values elicitation. A lot of times the well-formed outcome will, in the instructions to it, will come with the values elicitation, but sometimes not. A good values elicitation will take those unconscious values and make them conscious so that you can connect with those values and connect behaviors and actually create a plan and a strategy and a game plan to fulfilling those values. But if you don't know what they are, you're not going to be able to do that. So elicit those values, create a well-formed outcome, which is basically a plan for fulfilling those values. And these are NLP techniques and processes that will help you with that. So many of us are so impatient. We want to cross that finish line before we even start running the race. And it's just not how it happens. Consistency is about doing the right actions that are leading you toward what it is that you want. So doing the right actions consistently, doing them day in and day out. And sometimes it's not always an everyday thing, but just doing something consistently eventually will get you there. Doing something consistently over a period of time is exponential. Even just doing 2 to 3 small things every day or even every week, when you multiply that over many weeks and many years, even decades, the incremental growth then becomes exponential growth. It becomes huge. So what 2 to 3 things that you can start doing today or even just this week that you'll do consistently, that will help you get to where you want to go. And before long, before you realize it, because time passes quickly, you will see enormous change, enormous progress toward what it is that you want. How will you know that it's right action? You'll know that the actions are right by utilizing clarity. So with clarity and consistency is like your plan. Clarity is the direction, the vision, where you want to go. So you keep checking back in with the two. Sometimes the clarity about what you want will change. And sometimes you'll start to recognize that the consistent behaviors that you're doing, that you're implementing, aren't really getting you there. And it's always good to check in with these things. Don't go into this blindly. Don't just think, oh, if I just do these things consistently, everything will work out. Sometimes, but you don't want to leave that up to chance. So keep checking back in with the clarity of what it is that you want. Are the consistent actions that you're implementing getting you to what you want? And is what you want changing, which happens a lot, especially when you start getting what you want, you'll start to realize you want other things. So then you check back with the consistent action. Does that need to change in order to get this new thing that I want, or this new value, or this new accomplishment, or this new success that I want? Do I need to change the actions to get me there? So this is an ongoing process. It's a living, breathing process. So you need to check in with it and know where you are and what if you're doing the right actions to get you to where you want to go. So to summarize, clarity is that light that is shining in a dark world, because most people are very clueless about what it is that they want. They don't really realize what the deeper values are that they're after. So clarity will get you focused. It'll shine that light for your individual pathway to get you where you want to go. Consistency is the engine that will get you there. Think about it like this. If your actions toward what it is that you want are consistent, you're going to get consistent results. If your actions are inconsistent, you're going to get inconsistent results. So even if you're not doing the right actions, even if you're doing things that are not getting you where you want to go, if you're consistent about it, you'll get enough consistent results back to realize this isn't working, and then you need to try something else. But if you're inconsistent about the actions that you're doing, you're going to get inconsistent results, and it's going to be really hard to know what's working and what's not working. So consistency will get you there, and clarity will be the light that shines the way. Check out my website, nlp-gym.com. There you will find some free NLP training and some free hypnotic inductions that you can download immediately and start using right away. You can download it directly to your phone, your tablet, or even your desktop computer. Check out NLP Gym on Facebook. There I post in real time whatever it is that I'm up to. I also have a private NLP Gym Facebook group that I allow anyone to join. So check that out as well. If you like this video, please click like right down here. And if you haven't already, please subscribe by clicking the subscribe button right down here so you can get these videos on a regular basis. Take care.